Are you all city comfortable 2 square on your body? Then I'll begin.
Well, I haven't ridden for, well, going on 6 months now. I rode once over the Christmas. I went a total of 36 miles. But before that, I haven't ridden since September. Because I'm at uni. Which is an absolute nightmare because all I want to do is ride my bike. But right now, I'm off to get my tank bag. A couple of people commented on the France trip saying that I should get a tank bag. And I agreed. So I've got one. Oh, it's so weird riding again, but so good at the same time. God, I love it so much. Actually, I've got an idea for this video. I'm going to tell you the last time I rode what one may call a motorcycle. So, between September and December of last year, I worked for Domino's. I was a Domino's pizza delivery boy, with the hat and everything. It's green light, sweet. Yeah, with the hat and everything, full uniform, bum bag, keeping that. So I was very poor, and I just thought, because you know, student, I thought, well, I need some money. I can ride a motorbike and get paid for it. This is what my plan was. I can ride a motorbike and make people happy by delivering them pizza. But it's not as glamorous as one may think. It's actually pretty shit. I'll be totally honest with you right now. And I'll tell you why. I'm not going to name and shame which branch I worked for, but the bikes there, they had 3 bikes, all Honda 110 scooter things. I mean, you've probably seen them. But they were just at the shittest mechanical standard of any motorcycle I've ever seen. The brakes were dry, there's no fluid in them. The mirrors were just spinning freely in the mounts. And so it was just dangerous. It was just dangerous to ride. And this is what got me. I wasn't allowed to wear my own bike gear, which is just unbelievable to me, because it was covered as part of the uniform, the Domino's bike gear. But it was terrible. It was terrible. It wasn't waterproof, I'll tell you that now. First overtake. First overtake. Oh yeah! Oh, that felt so good! Oh, it was amazing! Oh, I love my bike. Oh. I love my bike, I love my bike, I love my bike, I love my bike. Ha 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 ha. No one's bike is as good as mine. I mean, yeah, you could have an S1000RR or something, or the new RC213 VS, or whatever it's called. But it's not my bike. And as we all know, the best bike in the world is your bike. But anyway, back to Domino's. When it rained, there was just no hope in you staying dry. You were never ever going to be staying dry. And now the kit was labelled as waterproof, Gore-Tex, all this sort of stuff. But I'll be damned if it was. It was all extra large as well. They didn't happen to have any sort of small or mediums. They didn't happen to have any small or mediums. And there was actually a girl who was working there, and she was tiny, and she was one of the scooter riders as well. And she was wearing that extra large kit. It looked totally ridiculous, and they just kept falling off her. They were. But it was terrible. So you just get absolutely soaked. And I thought, well, I'm wearing a £200 helmet. If I come off in the rain, I'm just going to lose £200. Because, you know, they don't insure you for your own kit. It was just, yeah, just don't work for Domino's, ever. They take you for a ride. Excuse the pun. Oh, it's just so nice to ride again. It's just so nice. I've got a new leather jacket as well. I've got the matching jacket to my trousers, the RST Black Series. kangaroo. It's so nice. It was actually super cheap as well, because they've just released a new one of it, and it looked, oh god, the new one looks awful, but the old one's really nice, the one that I've got. You think you can get it for like 240 quid now, and 240 quid for a kangaroo leather jacket? That's just fucking mental. But yeah, it's pretty early. It's, I think it's 10:05 now. I say I am a student, bear that in mind. 10:05 is very early for me. And I heard a guy screaming up the road earlier on at about 7 o'clock this morning. I was like, oh, I should probably get up and get on the bike. And it's meant to rain today pretty badly in about an hour's time. So I need to get my tank bag, and then I need to get home, wait for the rain to pass, and get back on the bike. I tried doing the tyre pressures. I mean, I did do the tyre pressures, but I always faff. Like, I can never get the little, like, blower thing. Sorry, hose. Blower thing. I can never get the hose to get onto the little nipple. I always just fuck it up, and then the thing runs out, and then I have to pay another 50p. That's the thing. Air, 50p. 50p for compressed air. What a rip-off. It's starting. It's starting to rain. It's starting to rain. I can feel it. I can see it. I can see it on my visor. This is going to be distinctly unpleasant on the way back. It had to be when I put the new leather jacket on, didn't it? This is the first time I've worn it as well. The very first wear of the leather jacket. It's pretty comfy, actually. I mean, it definitely needs breaking in, but because it's kangaroo leather, it's quite comfy already. It's quite good. It's definitely not sort of like it's definitely not as stiff as a cowhide one. I mean, it's not all kangaroo. It is a little bit cowhide as well, but it's kangaroo where it stretches, like where you move. So it's nice. It's good. Woof. Woof. Oh, I don't want it to rain. I got back from uni yesterday, and for the past 3 months I've been itching to ride, and all of this week, the weather's been lovely. It's been so good. Motorcycle parking. Oh yes. Oh, another woof. Tank bag on. Tank bag on. Rain on. Home. Shower. Eat. See, I'm so excited to ride the bike that I haven't even eaten yet. Yeah, look, there you go. Awesome. Or Oxford lifetime luggage. Doesn't move an inch. Not one solitary inch. It's good. It feels really high quality. Good quality zips. Awesome. Who needs a quick shifter when you've got clutchless upshift and a foot? I taxed the bike yesterday. I'm only doing it for 6 months because I'll be at uni, so there's no point taxing it for a year. But my friend's got a Bandit 600, and he pays 50 quid for the year. But because mine's a 650, anything over 600cc is £80 a year. I think it might even be 81 or something like that. But so I paid 6 months 44 quid, which is nearly the same as my friend for a year. And he has a Bandit which has the same power. If not, I think it's actually slightly more than the SV, actually, the Bandit. But as we all know, power isn't everything. Besides, I'm restricted to 47 brake and so is he anyway, so who cares? This is actually a little bit quicker than his at 47 brake, somehow. It probably just means that mine isn't 47 brake, it's probably just like 50. But I've got a throttle stop, so, I mean, it's super annoying. So yeah, when you see me accelerate, just know that I'm actually at sort of like half throttle, because that's all I'm allowed according to the government. Can't have him twisting the throttle all the way open. Oh, my pin lock's leaking. So I've got like this little strip of condensation like just right in front of my left eye. It's really annoying. It reminds me of when I used to have an emo fringe. Yeah, I was one of those. Emo fringe. Oh! Ow, my nuts! Ow, my nuts! I haven't missed that. I have not missed that. Ow! Oh, holy mother of God! As you notice, my left hand is not on the left bar. It's holding my bolts. I do actually... I want children. I want to have the next Bradley Smith. So I need to marry a very, very short girl. And just hope that the height gene carries through her. Because I'm 6 foot. So, I mean, I'm sort of Stefan Bradl height. And he's doing terribly now, so... it doesn't bode well. Oh, yes. Oh, I've missed my exhaust so much. Oh, it's so good. So yeah, this bike's been sat for 3 months in the garage, having only done 36 miles over Christmas, so really 6 months without being ridden properly. Started first time. First time. It's so good. It's just the best bike. Yeah, my neighbour was rather annoyed actually, because he's got a KTM Super Duke 990, not the 1290. It's a 07 reg, I think. And he left it for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and it wouldn't start. 2 weeks. That is shite, isn't it? 2 weeks. I'm also really looking forward to making videos again. Like, I've been itching for ages to make more, but I mean, I just haven't had the bike. So I've been, you know, the France trip got like really good reception. I'm really proud of the second video actually. That took me ages, but I think it's really good. It worked out really well, and yeah, I really enjoyed making them, and I like the fact that people watched it, and I actually gained quite a few subscribers from it. So if you're one of those people who watched the France trip and subscribed, hello, I do really appreciate it. And let's see where this journey takes us. Much like an X Factor contestant would say, I've been on a journey. My dog died and now I need to sing. I'm going on a journey. Fudge. I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna have Fudge. I'm gonna have him on this straight. Get fucked, Fudge! Everywhere stinks of shit! See, now I do like the countryside, but everywhere does stink of shit about sort of 8 months of the year. Ah, I was hoping my exhaust would pop and scare her. It would have been much funnier. It's possibly one of my favourite things, is when that happens. Not necessarily old people. I don't like scaring old people. Children. I love scaring children. Sort of get on the bike at about 3:30, just as all the children are coming out of school, and just sort of creep up with the clutch in, and then rev the shit out of the bike. I'm probably on some sort of list. Countryside. Love a bit of the countryside, so I do. Daffodils. It's spring, guys. It's spring. It's coming. We're so nearly there. Winter is no longer coming. It is going. God, there's just so much incessant rambling. I'm just having so much fun. I love it. Oh, I've missed it so much. Who needs drugs when you've got bikes? Sort of petroleum is a bit of a drug, really, isn't it? I mean, you hear sort of smackhead, cokehead, is that a thing? But then you hear petrol head. See, there's another thing. Drugs. Petrol is a drug. Copyright 2016. Why, Ryder? Petrol is a drug. You know, I think it is addictive, isn't it? Riding, I am addicted to riding. I am. It's the only... I think about it when I wake up. I think about it before I go to sleep. I dream about riding all the time. I love motorbike dreams. I always get my knee down in motorbike dreams, but I've never done it IRL. But that is on the agenda. I do want that to happen. I've got the bike for it. And it's got Maxton suspension, so could be well on my way. I just sort of need to sort out my end of being a total pussy. It's also sort of finding the place to do it. I don't really like doing it. Well, I've tried a few times. I've scraped my pegs quite a lot. I did that in France, actually. My pegs got quite battered in France. But never a knee. It's just sort of, the roads are a bit narrow and the hedges obscure visibility, and to get the right line round a right hand corner anyway, you have to be fully like on the white line, and then you're sort of in territory of getting hit by a Renault, and no one wants to be killed by a Renault.